watching the Local Footy Show. And boys, we've been remiss in recent weeks. We haven't been able to fit it in.
What? Not the Local Footy Hero. I thought we did this earlier.
The golden days of footy.
Oh, gee, you're leaving out all the good segments.
I know, the viewers love our golden days segment, so we've made sure we fit it in this week's show. And we go back to 1953. Peninsula Football League, Frankston doing battle with Sorrento down there at Frankston Park. Here we go, fellas, all the way back to 1953. Sorrento taking on Frankston in the Mornington Peninsula Grand Final.
And obviously not called the Sorrento Sharks in those days, called the Seagulls.
61 years ago in colour. Whoa, looks great. Here they come.
Here come the Bombers. Now that's Ted Turner, just tossed the coin there, our old friend from Brighton, 1948.
And the umpires look resplendent in their regalia and they're lining up for the national anthem.
Not a lot's changed, Kev.
No, don't see that many cars around the ground anymore.
Now, great to see all the old cars out there.
Look at that big crowd building in anticipation on the hill there, the same old hill that you can visit these days.
You can still see the old road leading down to the ground there.
And it looks like the right-hand side's the Car Street end and the left is the beachside end. Tell you what, there's plenty of supporters right around the ground, isn't there?
Well, there always is in a Nepean Grand Final.
There's the old grandstand in the background there, briefly, fellas.
Looks very similar to today's grandstand. Of course, it burnt down and was rebuilt not long ago.
There's a replica.
Not as many houses surrounding the ground in those days. Why isn't there a scrum or maul of 20 people around the ball, Darryl?
That was footy the way it used to be played, Kev, the way it should be played.
The good old days.
Goal umpires in white coats.
Skill level's high.
Players played in their positions in those days, Kev.
Whoa. Very open footy.
Gee, they loved the drop kicks back then, didn't they? They got distance with them.
Tell you what, there's some solid bodies there as well. Look at the size of that crowd. That is unbelievable.
Used to park their cars in there as well.
Tell you what, local footy leagues would kill for a crowd like that these days. Look at that.
Andrew Ollie, the former St Kilda player, was captain of Sorrento that day.
Norm Spencer. He was injured.
Norm Spencer was, of course, he broke his leg here, and he was, of course, the well-known producer of In Melbourne Tonight of Graham Kennedy fame. He was their producer, and that was a few years before he became, of course, well-known to television. In the end, the Seagulls by 3 points.
And they stormed the grounds. Everyone's to be congratulated.
Very happy day for Sorrento, 1953 premiers, just by 3 points. Another great game of footy. There they are, victorious Sorrento team.
Back at the old Sorrento ground by the look of it.
Yes, this is the unfurling of the flag at the start of the 1954 season. And there is Norm Spencer as they line up to unfurl their latest premiership pennant. They've won a few since then.
Looks like they're against Mornington that day.
Yes, the boys from Mornington lining up on the other side. Once again, lots of people at the ground to witness the historic day for Sorrento.
The Western Region football finals are in full swing with more great action last weekend.